Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Christine. I will list all my socials down in the description box, and today we will be playing with / reviewing the Bperfect Cosmetics Manifest Dream Big Palette. So if you want to see how I created this look and what I think of the palette, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so you know why we're here. We are here to test out the Bperfect Cosmetics Dream Big Manifest palette. You know by my last video that I am obsessed with this brand's eyeshadow palettes. Just the eyeshadows that they formulate. They are super colorful and super vibrant and super pigmented. At least the ones that I have tried. So today we're gonna test this out. Now this is what the unicorn looks like. So holographic a little with the Dream Big Manifest here in the middle. And then in the back, per usual, they have these shades. And it says here, Color Story, 35 ultra versatile shades for endless color combinations. Everything from sultry glam through to vibrant color. If you dream it, you can create it. 19 deeply pigmented matte shades, 13 stunning shimmers ranging from rich pressed pigments, super sparkle shadows, and stunning dual chrome foils, 1 matte cream shadow, smoky shadow base, 1 shimmer cream shadow, shimmer shadow base, and 1 shimmer gloss shadow, shimmer gloss topper. For maximum payoff of shimmers, cream shadows and foils, apply with either a clean finger or a flat synthetic brush. So I love that they list here what to use in terms of using like the foiled shadows. Of course, it has the ingredients listed on here, and there is a shelf life of 24 months, which you guys know I don't really believe in that. As long as you store them properly, they should be fine more than 24 months. So we're gonna open up this unicorn. Per usual, I don't have anything on my face. I just have a little bit of Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and NYX Cosmetics concealer on my lid, but that is all I have on my face. Again, with the other palettes, it is individually wrapped. So it serves as an extra layer of protection for the shadows. Opening the palette up, this is what it looks like. Same as the unicorn, very pretty. Back is the same with the shades on here. Inside is a holographic mirror. It has a slip. And this is what the shadows look like. Right away, the one that caught my eye, I don't even know what this is, but looking at this, why does that look like tortoise? That's so pretty. But these are all the shadows. Okay, so we're gonna start on the look. You know the deal. If you guys aren't new to my channel, I like to use as many shades as possible just so you can see how the shadows perform. So I'm gonna pull you guys a little bit closer and we're gonna start on the look. I am gonna use the Mama Mitchell brush. This is MC3. I think I'm gonna do a more neutral look using neutral colors, only because I really don't do that on my channel. So let's dip into the shade Mega, which is this shade here. Now it does coat onto the brush really nicely. In terms of the kickback, this is what it looks like. And I'm just applying that shade directly on top of my crease in the inner portion of my eye. Now you guys will see some fallout here. That is normal. So that's the shade we have so far. Dipping into Stories, which is this shade here. I am taking that shade next to the previous shade and just finishing up that crease. Now, if you're like me with hooded eyes, you definitely want to go a little bit above your crease just so when your eyes are open, the shadows can show. Here we have quite a bit of fallout, but I am using a super fluffy brush, so that is normal. Continuing with that, I want to dip into the shade Triple, which is this shade down here. And I am using another Made by Metro brush. This is the brush MC1. Then I want to dip into the shade Bondi, which is this one here. And I'm putting the shade on top of the green. Going back with that green color, which is Stories, and just applying more. Okay, that's what we have so far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, cut both of their creases, and be right back. So now that I applied the shadow on both sides, I cut both of their creases, we're going to continue. I want to take a flat brush because I want to really dip into a lot of these shimmers because they just look so good. So let's see. Let's try this shade Hope, which is this one here. And I'm gonna apply it at the very beginning of my crease. This shade is really gorgeous. I don't know if it's not really showing that much on camera, but in person it is beautiful. Next, let's test out the shade Manifest, which is this one up here. Then let's dip into the shade Believe, which is this green shimmer here. Since this shade is more of a topper shade, I'm going to take some Morphe setting mist, wet the brush a little, just to get this color a little bit more vibrant. When you're working with topper shades or any kind of glittery type of pigments, you really want to have a sticky base and a wet brush just so it can reach its full potential in terms of how pigmented it is and how it shows up on your lid. Then I'm so curious, I really want to dip into that Boss Man shade, the one that I told you earlier that looks kind of like tortoise. So this shade here, and I'm gonna finish my crease up with that shade. I'm not really sure how this one is gonna perform, but we're gonna see. So that is what the lid looks like so far. What I want to do is just apply my complexion products, do the same thing on the other eye so we can continue with this review. Be right back. Okay, so now that I completed my look, I will tell you guys the shades that I used to finish the look off of camera. I just applied some shades on the bottom lash line. So I used shade Positive, which is that lavender shade there. I used shade Lily, which is that pink one there. And then in the inner corner of my eye, I used Insta, which is that shade there. So I'm gonna give you guys a close-up. Everything that I use that is not in relation to this palette, I will list down below. So here's the close-up. So this is the eye look. Okay, so what do I think of this palette overall? I did mention to you guys when I first started my very first YouTube video here that I was going to be honest, despite what I think of a brand, if I prefer a brand, if I have preference over a brand. So to be completely honest, even though I've been super obsessed with the past Bperfect Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes, this one was not my favorite. I would say this would be the least out of all the other ones I've tried. You guys can go back into my review section and see all my Bperfect cosmetic reviews. I raved about them overall as a company. I still think they make amazing shadows. These shadows were amazing, but in terms of the color story, and there's a lot more shimmers in this palette as well. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of shimmers that often. I prefer matte over shimmer, I mean, any day. So if you are a person that is obsessed with shimmer shadows, then this might be the palette for you. It wasn't my favorite. So I did use a total of 12 shadows in this palette. So quite a few. It's not my favorite, guys. Honestly, would I recommend it? Is this like, oh my God, you need this in your life? I don't think so. Again, this has nothing to do with the brand in particular. You guys know I have raved about this brand in quite a bit of my reviews, but I said in the very beginning of my first YouTube video that I was going to be honest with you guys, no matter how much I favor a brand, and I'm going to keep that promise. I wasn't wowed by this palette. The packaging is gorgeous. There is gorgeous shades here, don't get me wrong. And the shades, as you can see, they perform beautifully. Just the color story wasn't my favorite. If you love this palette and you're obsessed with it, kudos to you. I have nothing against that. Makeup varies for different people. So me personally, I wouldn't recommend this. I would definitely recommend any of the other eyeshadow palettes that I have tried from Bperfect Cosmetics. This just wasn't my favorite. I hope you guys enjoyed this review though. And I love this look. I think it's gorgeous. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like. It just tells me what videos you would like to see in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.